Hi. Okay, we're in Unit 5, Lesson 3. There are two parts in our lesson today. What do you hear? Out of your Language Arts workbook, page 159. And then we will be doing sentences, so you'll need your dry erase board. It's best if you have your larger one so that you can write out the sentences, but if not, no big deal. Okay, so what do you hear? This worksheet asks, listen for the vowel sound in each group of words. Select one of the words from the word bank that has the same vowel sound and write it in the blank. Okay, so let's do the first one together. How this works is you can see the 5 words across in the word bank. Let's read them together. Plant, drift, stalk, grunt, and spend. Now I will read 3 different words to you, and they will have the same short vowel sound in each one of them, and then you will choose the word that has the same short vowel sound out of the word bank. So, like I said, we'll do the first one together. Number 1. Now just listen to the words, and you're listening for the vowel sound, the short vowel sound in them. Okay, number 1. Spot, rock, and fox. You may want to say them out loud so that you can hear yourself saying those words and listening for the sounds, okay? So, when we hear spot, rock, and fox, what short vowel sound do we hear? We hear the ah sound, okay? The short vowel sound for O, we hear the ah. So, in looking at our word bank, which word has that ah sound? That's right, stalk. So, on number 1, we would write S-T-O-C-K. So go ahead and do that. Number 1 is stalk. Okay. Number 2, I will read them out loud. If you need to, say them out loud and stretch them out so you can hear that short vowel sound and match it with the correct one in the word bank. Number 2, hunt, up, and nut. Okay, write down on number 2 the word that you hear. Number 3, fix, milk, and gift. What short vowel sound do you hear in those words? Fix, milk, and gift. Choose the word out of the word bank and write it on number 3. Okay, number 4. Send, rent, and bend. Say them out loud and look. Send, rent, and bend. Okay, number 5. Am, hand, and sand. Am, hand, and sand. Okay, now the next part of this lesson is down at the bottom, the sentences. And what you will do is you need to choose 2 of the words from the word bank and write a sentence using that word in your sentence. So, an example of one is I'd use the word plant, and I would write, I love to plant flowers. So I'd start my sentence off with a, that's right, a capital, and I would end it with a period because it's a telling sentence. and I would make sure that I spelled the word plant correctly. So go ahead and push pause, and I want you to write 2 sentences using 2 different words from the word bank. Okay, now that you've written your sentences, let's go back and check and make sure that we match the right words with the vowel sounds. Okay, so number 1 we did together, and that was stalk, had the ah sound. Number 2 was grunt, the sound. Number 3, drift, the I sound. Number 4, the correct answer was spend, the sound. And the last one, number 5, was plant with the sound. Plant. Okay? All right. Hopefully everyone got those correct. And if you would show your learning coaches your sentence and let them look over them and make sure you spelled the word correctly. Now, if you would take out your dry erase board and your marker and your eraser, we will write our sentences. Now, you may ask, why do we need to write sentences using our spelling words? Does anybody know? Why would we? Well, the whole purpose of learning our spelling words is so that we can use them in our writing, okay? So that we spell them correctly. Plus, we get extra practice doing our punctuation and putting words together. Okay, our first sentence is, Dad will build a deck. Okay, I'm going to say it one more time. I'd like you to say it out loud and then write it down. Dad will build a deck. Okay, push pause if you need to. If not, this is how you would write the sentence. Notice I started Dad off with a capital at the beginning of the sentence, and I ended with a period. And then the word that is underlined is the spelling word that you need to make sure you spelled correctly. Build is one of our heart words. Okay, now all 3 sentences are telling sentences, so you're supposed to do something at the end, okay? All right, number 2. We saw the men catch shrimp. We saw the men catch shrimp. Go ahead and say it out loud and write it down. Then if you push pause while you write this sentence and then push play to check. This is the correct way of writing, we saw the men catch shrimp. Capital and a period, and make sure that you spelled shrimp correctly. That's one of our spelling words. Okay, and our last sentence. Go ahead and erase the one you have on there. Both children had blonde hair. Both children had blonde hair. Go ahead and push pause while you write it, and then come back and view to see the correct way. Both children had blonde hair. Blonde is our spelling word, one of our spelling words. Both children have blonde. Guess what? I messed up. And you know what? Teachers make mistakes too. Can you believe it? So, in the sentence, I said both children had blonde hair. Way to go, Mrs. Basil. It's had. So, you would put both children had blonde hair. H-A-D. Okay? Now, if you wrote have, because I might have said have too, that's fine. So, all right. Well, you can see everybody makes errors. And the Daily Dose tip is, guess what? It's okay. That's how we learn. Sometimes when we make mistakes, and especially sometimes in spelling, We learn that way. So don't feel bad or think that you aren't smart if you make mistakes, because guess what? Everybody does it, even teachers. So next time you make a mistake, learn from it and just get better. Okay, have a great day. See ya.